Welcome back to Controller Brigade. We're here with Von Karma, just chilling.
Are you seriously just starting the episode like that?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Not leisurely chat with the witness. I definitely already read that. I remembered this time.
Yeah, that's okay. Irk. Out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Okay. Did you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
No.
Uh-oh. No, it's not clear. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Another man. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. That's not what you said.
Bruh.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Bruh.
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. No. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake, but it was foggy. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Mrs. Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
Oomph!
I think I would have actually thrown up.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you aren't able to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor... But Mom!
You keep your promise.
What promise? Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize you in any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh.
Nick. Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
Get it? Because they're on a lake.
Oh. Yes.
I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
Well,
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it!
what?
Who is that?
It was me!
Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks.
You're a filthy bastard!
See you later, Stinky. Meow. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta.
What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait. That was you.
I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
Wrong. Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changed her testimony. I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order. Order, 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 order.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
And you're just a fucking bitch.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
You were already arrested. Very well. Maya Fey, get the fuck out of my courtroom.
Yeah.
You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick,
Goodbye.
I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
But Maya? Is this a multiple choice test? I love those. I wish you see. See you later. I care.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. So clear as day, the man in the boat was Edgeworth. Are you sure about that? Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Okay.
Really? Damn.
Find where she says
That's it.
2 gunshots and present the
That doesn't
autopsy.
exist! But I can't squander. It's not clear as day. It's just the fucking photo. Got you.
I'm gonna kill you.
Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So. This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. You fucking pillock. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself, Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant it, I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. And here we go again. How Edgy Boy was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. Have you ever had grits?
I don't think so.
I have not either. Good talk.
I'm sure it's tasty, like...
It's thick apparently.
Yeah.
So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem.
Yes, fog-proof binoculars.
Yeah, fog proof. You said binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. I said it like that. Demon!
No.
Yeah, it was cold that night and mist was the mist. Okay, whatever. Why? Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are connected with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth.
That was a mouthful.
It sure was. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained. Objection. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
No, I think it's very
No,
relevant. You can't say that for certain.
The camera that took the decisive evidence photograph is irrelevant to this case.
Yes. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing of this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further? Yeah. This is make it or break it time. Brecky. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Nah.
Damn.
What?
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I heard ya.
I heard you?
I heard ya. Camera was set up. It was a meteor shower. Was it? Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? Well, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Because you're a lesbian.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
No, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
No
No unnecessary comments, please.
Maybe that it makes loud noise. Well, it's weird. It's not like stop the presses. This case is fucking over.
No, it's like, why was
weird.
it facing the lake though, and not up?
That is a fantastic question.
You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who?
Me!
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Vegas shooting instead. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Boat, I guess, right? Your Honor, take a look at this.
No, she was trying to photograph Gourdy. Because it made a because Gourdy supposedly made a loud noise.
Yeah, that's true.
And then appeared.
Yeah.
She was trying to find a fake lizard, the dumb bitch.
Yeah. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article. Gourdy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down to like trying to photograph this Gourdy.
You do have proof because the camera made. The camera
I
takes
have it,
pictures
proof.
when a loud noise is made.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gourdy the lake monster?
Yep. None of those make mention of noise, so
I mean, this is one
it's
of loud
gotta be.
noises.
Yeah, it's gotta be the camera.
Which is the camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Awooga.
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here,
Smack,
this
smack,
article
smack,
about
smack.
Gourdy. According to this article, Gourdy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gourdy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. That's why you spoke up, you fuck. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gourdy, weren't you? No. Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gourdy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Changes your credibility. You lied to a court.
Yes, you did.
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Bruh. Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gourdy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gourdy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Nothing.
I beg of them, just bring up the fact that it says the gun fired
like the
3
two.
times and she heard it twice.
Yeah.
Please.
It was only one bullet that they found.
Yeah, but on the little, like, evidence tile of the gun.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. Oh,
I'm too dumb for that shit.
I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop I'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. No.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Fuck you. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
That would be a first.
Very funny. Asshole.
Judge, can I have a couple minutes to cry?
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright.
The gun fired 3
What about this other
times.
fucking witness? They just never gonna bring him in?
Maybe the other witness had a heart attack. Maybe, like, they can't bring him in.
Understood. Yes, Your Honor. It's pressing time. Da 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 da.
What the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm high flaunting enough to be called a man or anything.
Hi, Floutin.
Flouting. I'm an investor photographer. An investigative photographer. Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just a hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO? That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
You're insane.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop. Money. Is Gourdy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on them television. I'm not sure that appearing in the local news as Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot said on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey!
Chloe, what are you fucking eating? Chloe, what are you eating out of the radiator? Get over.
What is this dumb bitch doing? Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor.
Fucking dumb cat.
Radiator. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night.
I don't think it's false, but I don't think it's a good point to bring up.
No. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at that lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Whatever you
Understandable.
say, baby.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually.
Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Clearly it was about to be.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Filthy scum. Okay. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. I'm not sure that's okay. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. She heard a bang and she thought Gourdy was out there. I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What'd I do now? What did you give me that look for? Definitely sus. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. I saw a flash. Okay, so I clearly they're saying this presents something here. Watch the boat the whole time. Do I just bring this up again? Because I mean, she was there to look for Gourdy. Why would she be? That's what you just said. Why would she be looking at the boat the entire time?
I don't know.
Well, I got a couple more chances. Yeah. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you're not a normal person.
But you're a freak.
But you are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gourdy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gourdy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed to search for Gourdy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gourdy might be out there and all. Mrs. Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Is that a crime?
It definitely is.
I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. Yeah, I'd have the same reaction.
Bruh.
This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
We don't. The photograph is shit.
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's all I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Oh yeah, she had a zoomed in photo.
Oh, I'll bet it showed
Nothing.
that. Oh. Alright, I mean, according to how actual photography works, yes, but...
Yeah, but this is Bibio Bame.
Yeah, according to video game, I'll bet it showed that Edgeworth was the one getting shot out the first time.
Maybe, yeah.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who.
So where is it? She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do?
Yeah, make her show the fucking enlargement.
Yeah.
Like,
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why was that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. Bruh. You old fool. Never trust a country bumpkin. I mean...
No, do trust a country bumpkin.
I'm saying for Von Karma's perspective.
Oh.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Mrs. Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Show us your enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. What are you gonna see?
That's his left hand.
That is his left hand.
We have to present... The gun had right hand fingerprints and
Yeah.
only right hand fingerprints on it.
Also, you can clearly tell he's wearing a glove. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Zoom.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
No.
A little bit, because now we have something
There has
else
to be something.
to
Yeah.
present.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement.
I can see the brain processing there.
Yeah.
And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
But it does. I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. And I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
He'll declare the verdict next time on Controller Brigade. Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
Bye.
I can't wait.